So I'm at the Tesla charger right now, and we're about to start a new content where we're gonna go around asking people that driven a Tesla, own a Tesla, and ask them what's the experience of even being in one and owning one, and would they go back to like a gas car. So I'm here with
Kara.
And me and Kara, we're here chopping it up just now. And basically, this is, what year is this? I know it's a newer one, so this is probably like a
It's the least expensive one.
It's like a
yeah.
it's a short range.
I know, not short range, but it's like, the entry level Tesla.
So it's like the 2021, I would guess, because it has the black trims. And her daughter is 18 years old and she owns this car, which is the dopest thing to me. What the And she has her own YouTube channel. I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to put it in the description. Yeah. But I wanted to ask her.
So what is my experience?
Yes.
I think it drives completely differently, right, than a regular car. Like the actual drive, it feels like you're, the fact that you take your step off the gas and it just immediately stops.
The regen.
I feel like that's probably one of the biggest differences.
Yes.
I think it's cheaper than gas for sure.
I know, I was speechless too.
Like charging here, like fully charging her car will be like $20 compared to gas, which is a lot more. But you have to invest in putting the charger in your house if you want to not have to come here and do this all the time, which is, I guess it pays for itself probably within a year.
If you want to save money,
Yeah, but as far as how it drives, I think it drives beautifully.
So what kind of car do you own? What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Mercedes, yeah.
So coming from a Mercedes owner saying this, that's actually like really high praise, because Mercedes is like top of the line when it comes to driving experience, and BMW and Audi. So for her to drive a Tesla and say she liked the driving experience, that's actually really cool.
I like it. I think it's sleek. I like the size of this one. I don't like really big cars.
That's what she said.
Me neither.
So
that's why I never like the Model S.
Yeah, I don't like parking
big.
them or driving them or whatever. But this, I like the size of it. I think it's sleek. It's very efficient, and I like the look of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I guess at first everybody was like, "Oh, it's like a fake Porsche," because it has like a front. The front of it looked like a Porsche, and then the rest of it just looked like whatever.
Right? No.
So I was like, okay, I love it, and I got used to it.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about the screen? What do you think about just a big screen and no buttons, coming from a car that has so many buttons? Because I know Mercedes have a lot of buttons.
Yeah.
How do you feel just go to straight screen?
I like it. Once you get used to it, I like it. I could see how it would be off-putting though for people who are older, who aren't used to, like a younger generation, like my daughters or yours, like you grew up with screens in your hands. So
that is true.
Very,
so we're used to screens.
Yeah, so it's a very easy thing for you to navigate versus someone I'm almost 50, so at 48, it's a little bit of getting used to it.
But I think it's very tedious.
Yeah, but I think it's really intuitive. Everything is. You can figure it out really easily. It's not it might seem overwhelming when you first look at it, but it's very easy to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I like having the navigation where you can see it because I use it a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better than looking down. It's easier to it's right there.
Yeah.
And you do get used to it, but I think it takes some getting used to for a generation that's a little bit older, that's not as comfortable with screens. Do you know what I mean?
So I'm going to ask you the ultimate question now.
Okay.
Have you floored it yet?
I have not floored it yet.
You have
but
not.
I probably will today because I have to drive to Connecticut. So
Okay, I'm about to say if you don't get the full experience of a Tesla until you actually floor it, you have to floor it. Are you driving?
I'm sure my daughter has floored it.
Okay.
For sure.
Are you driving or she's driving?
I'm driving to Connecticut today. She's not around, so I'm taking her car.
Okay. Oh God. Well, I'll tell you this much: it's very fast.
Okay.
And depending on what Mercedes you have, it's no matter of fact, there's no comparison because of it's like instant power. So when you step on it, there's no delays. There's no transmissions. There's no build up.
Right.
So it's just
not
constant power.
Gears at all. It's just
so it's just constant power, and that's where you actually get the fun experience of driving a Tesla.
Yeah. But I feel like it's also a little scary because I go too fast in this car without realizing it all the time.
And the good thing is you have good braking and you have the regen braking. So when you take your foot off, it's slowing down, and then when you step on the brake, it's also slowing down. So it's like you're getting double brakes.
It's too late once the police pull me over.
Yes, that's the next thing that this car does. It gets you in trouble because I've gotten a couple of speeding tickets already, and I'm
Right?
like, damn, I was doing 80.
Uh-huh.
He was like, yeah, you was doing 80. So I'm like,
That's what I feel is going to happen to me today because it's just like like you said,
Yeah.
like you step on it, all of a sudden you don't realize you're going 85 because it's so smooth.
so just drive with Waze. That's what I do.
Oh, like then it warns you.
Yeah, Waze.
That's true. That's
it-
true.
Waze,
Versus using the navigation.
I use both.
You use
I put
both.
my phone on the wireless charger.
Okay.
And
then
with
you pull it up there.
Waze,
Smart.
and then I have the Google Maps. So I use the Google Maps for navigation,
Yeah.
but then I use Waze just for the notifications. Which lights have cameras, where the cops are at, where's the speed traps and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
Because I go to Queens a lot,
That's smart.
so
And the
I just
cameras are
run
everywhere.
both. That's
Yeah.
that's the way I do it.
Okay.
And how do you feel about the white interior? Because I wanted the white, but I could not afford it. I was like, no.
I know. You know, I was when she was getting the car, and I said the same thing to her. I'm like, that's
That's a
insane.
very
like
hard
a really
color
risky
to maintain.
choice.
Yes.
And when I talked to I was with her at the dealer when she decided, and the woman at the dealership was very like, no, it's fine, it's treated. It's because I was like, wouldn't even like your denim come off on this, or
Yes.
like your clothing? And she was like, no, that
Yeah.
will not happen. And I mean, it really.
So
hasn't.
this is actually, you know, it's not leather, right?
Yeah.
It's vegan leather. So the way it's like, I've seen videos of people putting like pasta sauce and stuff like that
Yeah.
on there and smearing it all over on the seat
And
and
then
just
they
wiping
put
it off.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what he did,
Yeah.
but he made it in a special way where it doesn't.
Because white you would think would just
yeah,
show all the dirt.
Because even cars that had cream.
Yeah. Right.
You've seen how horrible it
does.
came out.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm like,
awful.
white, it scared me. I'm like,
Yeah.
but it looks so good though.
It
When
does
the
look good.
when the car is driving past and you see the
And they don't get hot.
the white interior. That's another thing. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that. Look
Uh-huh.
at you teaching me
Because
stuff.
those because leather seats when they're black, it's so hot.
That is true.
Yeah.
Huh. I
and
never
it's
thought about it. White would. Okay.
right?
That
But
makes
it
sense.
is like there's no stains on it, which is pretty amazing. And she's not, I don't think, particularly careful
So if you had any bad to say,
about the
any
Tesla.
bad, yes, besides the inconvenience of coming
I
to
would
me
say
in
the
a charge.
scariest thing is like today I'm driving to Connecticut for a wedding and I don't know where I mean you can plug in and say like the closest charging station.
Okay.
But in the back of my mind it makes me nervous that I can't just get off the highway and get gas.
Okay, the
I would
range-
say that's
range
the
anxiety.
one drawback of like I'm gonna do it anyway, but like
Yeah.
the fact that I have to be so conscious of how much power I have left. Where
Right.
I don't think that way when I'm driving a gas car. I'm like, oh, like you ultimately have access to gas stations pretty much anywhere.
It's
Where's
range.
the charger?
It's called range anxiety. So basically, the
Okay.
trick to it is make sure you charge it up all the way up to full,
Okay.
right? And then while you're driving, it usually tells you when to go charge. During your trip, the car
Yes.
would actually tell you go to this charger.
Really?
And then yes, it's actually that
Okay.
smart because I
I
drove
didn't
into
realize
West
it does
Virginia.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
it
and
warns
during the
you.
trip, it would tell you, okay, you could reach like 100 miles and it would take you to another charger and you charge up for
Really?
like 15, 20. Yeah, so it's like 15, 20 minutes and then it tells you go again. So
Okay. That's
That's-
good to know.
that's
that
like
makes
the-
me feel a little bit better.
yeah, so those are the things I've driven, 9 hours?
Yeah. Really.
9 hours,
Okay.
going and coming back.
Wow, and you didn't have any.
Yes, and I was fine. So that's basically, yeah, so
Okay. All
18
well,
hours right
that's
there,
good
back
to
and
know.
forth.
I'll probably be driving for like 3 today to get there.
well, I want to thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
this video. It was definitely scary to come over here and ask her to do this video, but her personality, her satire, she made me laugh, so it made it a little bit easier. And plus, she's beautiful too, so that helped. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys. Peace.